Canada with gay people than we do. Just
What,
saying.
like they're violent? I don't believe that.
We don't know. Listen, I will never allude to know what goes on behind the bedroom door, but what I have heard is pretty violent. Just saying.
I mean,
Well,
like,
take your eye from the door.
would you say they have more problems? Like, there's like roving gangs of queers that are just stomping out the streets. I like, what are we talking about here?
You need to define the
Sounds
word
like a
straight.
1970s British movie.
Right?
You need to define the
Clockwork
word
Fuchsia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like holding your eyes. They're like holding your eyes. They're like holding your eyes open. They're like, watch me.
They got them big ass like furry fucking Fraggle boots on.
You guys want to stop and look at some swatches?
People run when they hear Lil Nas X forever.
Speaking of the furry community, I was
Speaking for them?
message today that someone wants to sit on a panel with a furry.
Wait, is it Melanie? Cos? Is it Furby?
No.
I wonder what happened to Furby.
Well, my question is, how do you think this is really gonna fucking go? With me,
Well, you're gonna reach into your pants in the back, and you're gonna dig deep, and you're gonna throw monkey poo over and over and over.
No, I was thinking about alpaca shit, but that's a better idea. Just saying.
Who flung poo? Was it you?
There will be no tongue fucking involved in anything. I promise.
Is there a comma in that sentence?
Well, I mean, we can all go all mad fucking TV up in this piece. I can tell you that.
It's getting goofy.
Mad TV.
Like as a show, Mad TV was so vastly superior to Saturday Night Live, but and so was look, In Living Color was better than all of them. Hands fucking down. You
Fire
can't
Marshal Bill was the best.
But the cast of Mad TV is just so fucking unfunny on stage. Like
Just
when
remember.
they go do stand up and shit like that. Aries Spears, dude, he does good impressions. I'll give him that. But his stand up is fucking lame and preachy. You know, Artie Lang did everything he could to self-destruct a million times over. Alex Borstein, great on Family Guy. Stand up is fucking horrible. It's, you know, again, it's all my vagina and lesbian. And like, that's the whole fucking thing. And like every Hollywood female comic has been doing that exact act for 50 fucking years. It's just, it's terrible.
Just remember, homie don't play that shit, bro. Homie don't.
Hey,
play
you're
that.
the one who hangs out with, like, you're the one who hangs out with Amy Schumer's writer.
Emmy Award-winning writer, mind you.
He told the best dirty vagina jokes. And it smells like a goat down there, man.
Motherfucker wrote Milk Lemonade, all right? That's where the little statue.
That fucking. I'll tell you what. I don't want to drink after that fucking lemonade either.
Oh, dude,
That's all
I
I'm saying.
gotta call him, but need
Yeah.
those fucking Dan Soder tickets. God damn it,
Dude, you should do your impression. Dude, when I can't remember what voice you were doing, but it sounds just like Dan Soder when he's fucking doing his impression of Luis Gomez. It was cracking me up, and I can't remember what you're doing, but it sounds just like it. I'm like, you could do an impression of Dan Soder doing an impression of Luis Gomez. Spot on.
I think my Cat Williams impression is an impression of Dan Soder doing Cat Williams, but his is decent. His is decent. Dude, that guy's hilarious. Shout out.
Just
to
remember, they were eating the dogs. They were eating the cats. You know.
No, you suck.
I know. I know, but
Good.
They
You
were
know
eating
what?
the dogs. They were eating
Wait,
cats.
Wait,
Looking
hang
at
on.
precious hands. They're so
God,
slow.
draw it out.
But my dick looks so big in it. Oh my.
See, and that's Godfrey doing Donald Trump.
He had just taken a drink too.
You know what?
I bet you
Tell
that
me
shit
what's
is
up.
gonna come out that motherfucking pudgy ass nose he got
And
over
hey,
there.
Godfrey
You know
does
what?
solid-
You shut up, Hot Wheels. I'm talking to Silent Bob. I'm talking to Silent Bob Homie real quick.
Don't make me go get my sock with that fucking baby powder, talcum powder, motherfucker.
Wait, am I Jason Mewes in this situation? Because I have a funny story about that guy. I've met him twice. Once was in Red Bank, New Jersey at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, their comic book store. They did a fucking New Year's Eve poker night thing there for a handful of years. And if you were one of the first 50 people that fucking responded to a stupid internet thing, you could go get there. The girl that I was dating at the time was like a huge fucking View Askewniverse fan. And I liked the movies, but I ain't like them like that. There wasn't a fucking Buddy Christ on my dash. You know, it was deep. You know, so
Admittedly, as an Odinist, Buddy Christ is probably my favorite Jesus.
hilarious,
Yeah.
absolutely hilarious. Yeah. No, I wound up buying a fucking an animation cell of the four-way street joke in Chasing Amy because of that fucking broad. It was deep. It was, so we went to the thing is the point, and I met Jason Mewes there. And then years later, I'm working as a roofer in Santa Cruz County, and my boss comes to work one day and he's like, hey, so we lost Jay for a fucking month. They're shooting a movie in Big Basin State Park, and it was called The Tripper. And it was about a serial killer that dressed up like Ronald Reagan and murdered hippies. And he had a dog named Nancy. Is that like it's a horror film that's like David Arquette directed the thing. I had a bunch of friends that were extras in it and shit like that. My boss comes to work and he's like, yeah, so we lost Jay, and also half of the fucking cast of this movie is at my NA meeting. So we went to NA for like 3 weeks and fucking hung out with Jason Mewes and David Arquette. They had a fucking Santa Cruz. They had an NA meetup on the beach. It was a fucking cookout, party, fucking great food, and shit like that. And fucking all these guys were hanging out there.
Steve's all in there like Jesse from Breaking Bad. Like, hey, that's all right, Mewes. I know you can't do. I know you got to get off the horse, but how about a dab?
Right, I'm trying to sell him a fucking $5 and shit like that. Hey man, look, just while you're here, you know, go ahead and fucking make sure the crew's taking care of everything. Like, tell you what, I like you. I'll cut you a deal, $3,500 a pound, no breaks. Like, you know, and just
Oh fuck! What's up,
Hey,
Ken?
we need to change the hose name down there to Token.
Token. Why is your name Crack Baby Go?
All right. So I got the nickname when I was in the Marine Corps. I was in boot camp, and
makes sense.
we was at field week. So at that time, we was at Camp Pendleton, and we had all of our camis was muddy, and so on Fire Watch, everybody's job was to scrub camis and to go take them to the dryers so they can dry, even though it was a washing machine perfectly up there. But fuck me. So we all up there scrubbing camis, and I'm not paying attention. I'm just with my ADHD self, just moving fast, just moving. Next thing you know, all I hear, I don't know what the hell my drill instructor said. All I know is I turned around, seen his face poking out of the window, like, here's Johnny. And I'm like, and then Then next thing you know, I go back doing what I go do. In the morning, he steps me on the foot, tell me to get on top of the foot locker like I'm Simba being held up to the whole African community. And then he just goes on the spill, and then next thing you know, he was like crack baby. And that's how my name. And ever since then, I've been a crack baby.
That sounds like
That
some
will
fucking
happen in the
racist
army.
shit, though.
Or in the military. And I was in the army. We had guys that got shitty nicknames also.
I also had Kevin Hart too.
Yeah, a lot of people on the panel last week were like, "You guys got Kevin Hart on the panel?"
I'd
Yeah.
be mad as shit, bro. I would be mad as shit.
Dude,
I do like my new nickname in here, though.
Why are
That
you
is
calling
funny.
me an industry plant?
Token white belt.
like when I was in MCT, which is the other part of Marine Corps training, they had me stand in front of the whole class, in front of the projector, and they kept doing different pictures of Kevin Hart and told me, "Hey, make those face expressions." So I'm up there the whole time just entertaining everybody.
That sounds like some straight up racist shit, though. But we ain't talking about that.
No, it's all right. The military trusted him with the ancient Chinese.
There ain't
secret.
no racism in the military, dude.
Everybody green is just different shades of green, as they say.
Yeah.
I know.
Plus, I know some of y'all seen how the way I'm goofy on YouTube. So I mean, I'm not that far off. Come on now, I'm not that far off.
Yeah, it's hard to give a shit about anything else besides that your face is getting ground into the dirt. When the guy next to you is also getting his face ground into the dirt, that's about all that matters in life at that point.
Yeah, I had a mouthful of dirt a lot of times. More mouthful of dirt than a mouthful of chew. Tell you that.
I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that for you. I think you would have been the golden boy.
No,
They don't have those in the Marine Corps, man. they don't. Those don't exist.
And he didn't say that he ate the crayon eating contest.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? They do have a trophy for that, but dude,
Yeah.
you don't really get any special treatment. Yeah.
I ate 76. I only need one more to beat that bastard.
You ate 876 crayons, bro.
It's an Army Marine joke. We call them crayon eaters.
Well, trust me, even in the Marine Corps, we call stupid people in the Marine Corps window lickers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. It goes back to the old joke. The Army was cooking the mashed potatoes while the Marines were doing the real work. I get it.
Pretty much. And the Army do got their good segments.
You're confusing the Army with the Navy.
The Navy is the Uber Lyft.
They were just collecting the semen. That's all.
Yeah, you're confusing the Army with the Navy. The Airborne Rangers, the freaking all the
Berets.
the Green Berets, the fucking Special Forces, the Delta Force, all that's Army, man.
Yep, and my cousin was in a good amount of those, so yeah, I give him props. Cavalry and all, yeah.
Not that I would ever pick on a veteran or anything.
And of course, you have to be able to stand up for something first.
Well, this is true. This is true. See, crack baby, I'll take that shit from you.
I had a cavalry buddy that was
I'll
like,
take
man,
that shit
really,
from you."
the biggest difference between Force Recon and cavalry is that Force Recon is still wearing the hooker's underwear from last night. Other than that, it's effectively the same.
Oh, dude, I was in the Army in the early '90s. It was wild back then. It was all the regulations. I saw a bunch of those regulations come in because first they did the don't ask, don't tell, and then they integrated girls and boys in like boot camp and shit like that. And then this is actually something that they took back away because this was stupid, but they did those stress cards and stuff, and the drill sergeants couldn't smoke people because they were stressed. I'm like, we're just staring at it like, what the fuck is happening right now? We were getting beat up when we were freaking back when I was in, And then on the weekends in AIT, because we got the weekends off, like 6 of us would rent a hotel room and would fill the bathtub with ice and booze. And we'd just sit and get drunk and pass out, wake up, get drunk and pass out and wake up.
Mr. Bennington, am I allowed to change the topic for just 1 second since the Mr. Crack Baby Go is in here?
Hang on. I feel like I should be at the ready with the car crash.
I like what Cheney said.
Yeah. Cheney's got a good idea there.
Well, I want to talk just about IP28 for a minute.
Oh my God.
I am still fucking tripping over this. So
that's actually a really good subject to bring up on our show, because self-sufficiency is one of the things that got me, that I asked Crack Baby on, because that's one of the main points of our show, to try and build a life that's self-sufficient, so that way you don't rely on the government, because when you rely on the government, you're in a lot of fucking trouble. And I knew that. I know that. I've watched a lot of your content, bro. It's fucking phenomenal. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to provide the proof. Now, it's so fucking laughable, bro. It is so fucking laughable. I will probably lose it halfway through it. However, so IP28, it's an initiative petition 28, IP28, asks Oregon voters to dramatically redefine animal abuse in state law by making the killing or injury of animals illegal. While the language may sound straightforward, the implications are sweeping. IP28 would fundamentally alter Oregon's animal abuse statutes in a way that criminalizes long-standing lawful and necessary activities across agriculture, natural resource management, and daily life. Most concerning for agriculture, IP28 would redefine sexual assault to include routinely breeding practices, potentially applying this classification to livestock, equine operations, and even domestic pets. This would expose farmers, ranchers, veterinarians, breeders, and animal owners to criminal liability for standard, humane practices that are essential to animal health, food production, and genetic management. The passage of IP28 would effectively turn Oregon into a no-kill or harm sanctuary state, eliminating in-state meat, dairy, animal protein production. Oregonians would be forced either into a vegan lifestyle or to rely on food shipped in from other states or countries. This would increase food costs for families, undermine local food security, and make Oregon dependent on the national and global food supply chain. In conclusion, if you were to artificially inseminate a cow or a horse or whatever, you would be subject to a sexual crime placed on the sex offenders registry and Megan's Law. And here is the proof. Steves, is it okay if I share my screen?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll pull up their fucking homepage.
It's right there
for the yes on, as this is the no on. So a couple of things to just go ahead before we really dive into this, because I've talked about this before. I talked about it on the show this morning. Let's do that.
Do you want me to take that down?
No, I'll pull it back up in a moment. What
Okay, I'll
what
leave it.
this is first and foremost is the second run at a ballot measure. Now, token white belt, what is a ballot measure?
I'm not sure of the definition. I would have to look.
Okay,
it
but
up.
you're super upset about this, right?
I'm not
Rightfully
upset.
so.
I think
You
it's
should be. You
absolutely
should be.
fucking stupid.
Okay, you should be. And because you're not upset, it's because you're missing a bigger picture. But it's a ballot measure, which means that this is not an initiative that the government in Oregon is putting forward. It's something that people are trying to, if you look at the yes on IP28, which is very important to do when you're going to go ahead and like make fun of this shit because it is worthy of making fun of, and you're going to criticize it because it is worthy of criticizing because it's fucking ridiculous. It's important to look at what they're doing and what they're saying. So first and foremost, they haven't even collected enough signatures to get this on the ballot.
No, you're correct. You are correct.
So, second attempt to do this. What is, and it's never gonna fucking pass. I don't care how
No
many
way.
fucking blue-haired fucking nose ring fucking weirdos they pack into Portland. It's not gonna happen.
Sure. No, I'm aware of that, Steve. Absolutely.
And if they do, then they'll do that greater Idaho thing where all of Eastern Oregon will just become a part of Idaho, so they'll be able to continue ranching and stuff like that. So, but ancillary to all of that, what is insidious about it is that it falls in line with a greater attack on individuals' ability to have any sort of food security on their own property. Crack baby, you can, I'd love to get your thoughts on something like this too, since you're raising cattle and shit like that. It's one of those things where if the points that have been outlined for shit at this point 30-40 years, realistically going back to limits for growth, which the Club of Rome put out in 72, where the inability of the individual to engage in any sort of activity that would be remotely considered self-sufficient is criminalized. Like when that becomes criminalized, that a total control society. So failed ballot attempts aside, what really fucking sucks about all of this is that it's not going to remain in that ballot measure category. It's going to become something that governments through progress effectively, but going, well, we've got to meet these goals and we've got to do that. So that means that in order to hit our net zero carbon goals for the country this year, we have to eliminate the home garden. The USDA years ago launched a pilot program during the Biden administration for the home garden registry.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you're
Right.
if you're unaware about this, I
am unaware about that.
I was screaming about it in 2022. Did a whole bunch of shows about it. Went on a number of shows about it. You can go ahead and look it up in real time right now.
I believe you.
Well, no, I mean, I encourage you to, because it is fucking crazy. And they pitch it as like, oh, well, we're going to start it off as like a community garden thing, but they make it perfectly clear that it's going to apply to individual property owners. And they want you to register your garden with the USDA, and they want you to only grow food that's been approved using their seed stock, which is definitely not any sort of heirloom variety, which has definitely been tampered with, which is only going to grow for one season and then you're going to have to replace it, all that kind of stuff. They want to limit regulate what fertilizer you use, how much water you use, all of this shit. It's psychotic. Thank you, babe.
Steve, can I interrupt you for just
Yeah,
1
for
second?
sure.
I have a question about your dialogue for a second. So what that sounds like to me, and I'm probably just not fully understanding. So the US government wants to track your food production. Is that
Yeah.
what that was
Well,
all that was about?
Not just not track it, just track it, but control and regulate it.
So it would be like the um recreational plantage.
Yeah, well,
They can
because
say how
it
many you can have.
they
Is that what you're saying?
the overarching point is that if you are allowed to grow food on your property, it will be through a federally registered and approved garden. Yeah, no, it is a wild thing to try to wrap your head around.
I can't even
It's
comprehend
almost
that
as
right now.
it's almost as wild as wrapping your head around the state of Oregon is going to ban hunting and fishing and agriculture and animal husbandry.
Well, I can't say that I am not disturbed, if you will. No affiliation with the group Disturbed. I guess my whole hang up on the IP28 and what you just alluded to, and I definitely will look that up because I want to laugh even more hysterically over that shit. But the disturbing part is number one, how can you tell somebody that you can't hunt and fish, and I'm going to have to go to Idaho to jack my horse off and inseminate it and all this other stuff? That is disturbing to me. And the second part to that, Steve, is this: who in their right fucking mind would come up with something to even allude to this? And that is just like they were trying to tax cow farts in fucking California. That is the most fucking amazing thing that I have heard.
I mean, in my opinion, it's all about control, really. I mean, come on, everything that they do is all about control. Don't we get some of our meat shipped out from other countries too, like Australia or someplace like that? And we just made a deal earlier this year about getting more. We're importing more from other countries than our own country and health.
It's Brazil. It's Brazil.
Brazil,
and
all right.
You're talking about JBS, and that is literally cartel beef. Crack Baby, I would love to hook you up with my friends over at the Beef Initiative. They help people that do ranching the right way, sell their product. It's a rancher direct service stuff and they're just everybody that's involved with the Beef Initiative in general. Wealth of fucking information. There's a woman coming on my show Thursday morning, Ranch Mama Shannon from Ebersole Farms in Iowa. She is fucking encyclopedia. Like there's a whole fucking world and community of people that are out there that are trying to do shit and trying to fucking farm and ranch the right way and make a living off of it. And I've been evangelical about pushing forward their specific fucking agenda as far as that goes for a number of years. So yeah, like if that's anything that you're interested in or into, let me know and I'll connect you right away.
Yeah, get Balderson has my info. You can get it from Balderson.
Okay.
I guess Steve's the whole the other really disturbing thing is, why would we have to travel? Well, I don't live in Oregon, but this was brought to be to me by another investigative journalist like myself. And I started actually diving into this. Yes, Ben. Yes, Ben, I did. And it is real shit. And there are more people behind this but they won't sign their name to a petition, or they won't vote to put it into the bill. But why would you want to travel hundreds of miles or have to pay overinflated pricing to take away a protein?
Where do you get your beef from?
The grocery store.
Then you already get foreign beef.
Mhm.
You're already buying foreign
No,
beef.
I get that. The whole grocery store thing was from Mrs. Bennington stating that people think that meat comes from a grocery store.
They do. And they literally said that when they were talking about this case. They're like, well, you can just go get it from the grocery store. We don't need to be doing this. And a lot of those people don't realize that that's how that meat came about, you dumb shits. And the thing that's scariest about that whole scenario for me, and it makes it completely unfeasible to have animals at all, is that if they get hurt, like animals get hurt constantly. They do some wild shit. Like Crack Baby's always talking about, you'd be shocked what cows try to jump over and smash through and fit themselves in.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I grew up in rural Pennsylvania, so I had farms around me. I told a story. I don't know.
Like, is an electric fence or a cattle prod at that point fucking hurting them and illegal? Because
No.
how you gonna keep a bull in without an electric fence?
You're not. I mean, I told this story. I don't know, Ben, if I told it to you or Mrs. Bennington, but I remember going with my father to down the road, but not even a mile, to a corner. Do you remember the old? I don't want to call it. It wasn't a fruit stand. It was a corn stand, where the farmer would go in his field and like wade deep into the field because that should have been gone, right? The real good corn. I remember, and it was farm to table. It wasn't, you go to the grocery store and they, you buy it in Walmart in the center of the aisle, right? I remember going there and talking to the farmer. The farmer had kids. We all went to school together, right? And we would fuck around and whatever. They would take me back into where the real crop was and showed me how to do shit. And we would bring it out. We'd set it out. And the pay for the day was a dozen ear of corns, or a dozen ear of corn. Sorry. So it's like, to hear somebody sit here and say that meat comes from the grocery store and legitimately believe that is absolutely asinine.
Okay, but my question was, where are you buying your meat from? Like that, yeah.
I'm going to be honest. It varies price. Mainstay is, we have a grocery store here called Publix.
I know Publix.
Okay, so that is where we typically buy our meats, but I cannot say in good conscience that I have not bought beef that comes from a cow from Walmart.
That's, I mean, that's good. That's good. I can only encourage people to fire their fucking grocery store, go look up who your local ranchers are, go shake their hand, go develop a fucking peer-to-peer relationship with them, and stop getting fucking Brazilian cartel meat or fucking shit that was grown 18 states away, was shot up with all kinds of hormones and chemicals and all kinds of other weird nonsense. Like it is possible. If you don't know who your local ranchers are, go to beefmaps.com, and anybody that's connected through the Beef Initiative will be on that website, and you can, even have to go through Beef Initiative to do it. You can get in your car and drive directly to the ranch and go, hey.
That's the fun thing, Countess Saint Germain, is actually because you're not having to pay all these middlemen. When you go directly to your beef source, you actually get cheaper beef, not more.
You don't need as much. You don't need as much. It lasts longer. You get so much more good out of it than you do the garbage from the fucking grocery store. You can literally see the difference in it. You could do the same thing with your chicken. It's a little bit harder with pork because almost every single pork farm is owned by Smithfield or Tyson or Purdue.
Well, the JBS, you said something about JBS. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Steve. They are out of Colorado.
They're out of Brazil.
Well, I mean, they're what the fuck is it? The main plant or their American operation. I mean, that is in Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah.
And my point is, my brother used to drive a tractor trailer for them, and they would go to farms. He would go to farms, and well, I mean, they were super. They call them a super farm. I don't know what the fuck that means, but whatever.
Yeah, I know what it means.
And they would get the cattle. They would get pig. They would get whatever and haul them to the slaughterhouse, which at that point we had the protesters that he and I had to deal with. They wouldn't let you in. They're sitting out there with their sprayers and their they just need a drink. They just need a drink before they're killed and blah blah blah. And the cops don't do anything about it. But anyway, and back to the Beef Initiative, Steve's, I think you know where I live. I tried to do that, what you suggested a month or so ago, and and their claim was at the point that if they were to sell it to me, they would be going against USDA, which in turn could take their license. Their words, not mine.
Okay, so what did you what ranch, what ranch did you
I will give that information to Bennington and he can forward it to you.
You can put it in the private chat right now too.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Hold on a minute.
But which is were they going to be shipping across state lines?
I don't have that answer. I'm sorry.
Okay, so because if that's the case, if it was going state to state, then they may be correct. But if it's in your state, shouldn't be a problem. In fact, most states have in-state certification, especially if the ranch involved isn't super scale or it's a mobile processing center. And I don't know if you guys have those where you are. I know, for example, in Sonoma County, there's a mobile processing center that goes directly to the ranch, and then they'll process the cattle on site. And then between the rancher and the people with the mobile center, they'll package everything up. Right. But I don't know.
So there's a thing called the Weston A. Price Foundation, and my wife found one here in Walla Walla, and it's the internet says it's a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing scientific validation for traditional foodways and promoting the Wise Traditions diet. And pretty much it networks people who have small farms. They sell their own eggs, sell milk, whole milk, fresh butchered stuff, it's not, you can't sell it like to a butcher store because it's not they haven't been checked out by the FDA and gotten a stamp, but you can get all kinds of natural food. We get whole milk there every week. Took a few months for us to get on the list all the way up to being able to get the milk, but now we get like 2 gallons a week. It's awesome. All kinds of great stuff.
Yeah, that's why I love love living in a small town. Like, at my barber, he sells like fruits, vegetables, and he also sells raw milk and all of that stuff within the barber shop. So it's like you don't really have to go to a main town just to go get some fruits and vegetables. You can just go right into the store. I mean, the closest store is about 20 minutes away from us either way.
That's awesome.
Does he sell his fucking wife's weird fucking tonic and crystal shit and salves too?
No.
All right.
Just have to remember to ask next time.
Right? Maybe it's in the back.
Yeah, maybe it's in the far back side that I can see. Probably got like a glowing light with a shrine built around it.
This IP28 stuff out of Oregon is insane. They're calling
really
it the Peace Act, People for the Elimination of Animal Cruelty Exemptions, the Peace Act. I see there's a for website and a against website.
Mhm.
What this sounds to me like is they're seeding this infantilization and radicalization to people, and as they continue to keep pushing for this idea that cruelty is happening towards animals, that's been around for quite a while. What's new to me and shocking to me is now they're saying that it's not only animal cruelty, but it's a certain kind of sexual assault against the animal. Now that just blows it up into a weird place where there's a huge reaction against that. But like this infantilization is where everyone is a child. So now we're all afraid of things that we don't know anything about. And then there's people going around asking you to, vote one way or the other because the animals are being abused and neglected and assaulted. This is like regulating cruelty. No, we're trying to end all cruelty. This is extremism by definition. So we're just pushing back against extremism.
And by their own logic, me trying to chase my cows back on my property could be abuse because it could be stressing the cows out.
Right?
They could freaking hurt their leg running from you. They could hurt themselves running through stuff. Cows, you'd be shocked. There's an easy path around like a bunch of bushes, and they're like, yeah, I like straight paths, and they will go at least attempt to go through.
You know what you should be doing is sit your cows down and say, hey, I'm giving you guys a choice. You can either run away from me and I'll chase you the way that I want you to go, or you can go the way that I want you to go right now. We'll just logically talk it out. And that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
They would take the smart move if you gave them the option.
I tried that. It never worked.
Yeah, cows are distinctly bad at negotiations.
Literally, it was a big spot that they could have went around, and the other day they went straight through the thorny bush. And guess who got to chase through them through the thorny bush with no long sleeve on?
Steve, now that I think about that, I understand why they wouldn't. Did you see what I put in the thing?
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense why they wouldn't, but I wouldn't know why they wouldn't. I mean, I'm saying respectfully.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of
I gotta clean out the carburetor on my damn generator.
there are really fucking weird and stupid federal and state regulations when it comes to shipping stuff, and maybe they're in a state where it falls under that. I don't know. What I would encourage anybody doing is to try to find somebody within a quarter tank and then go convince, friends, family, stuff like that to go in on a quarter cow or a half
Oh,
cow
yeah.
or something like that. Do it all at once, even if it means you're splitting the cost of a deep freeze and you guys share it, or you buy it and it's on your property, and they come over every once in a while, pull from it, you guys hang out and grill while you do it, whatever it is. It's just a much, much, much better way to go.
Well, I
It'll,
mean,
it'll pay for
I
itself
can't.
too.
I'm
It'll
sorry,
pay,
Jim.
it'll pay for itself in money you're going to save going to the grocery store buying steaks in the long run.
Well, Steve, can you share that with? Oh, he can see it. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was stupid. If you go to that Google that, I don't think their prices are that bad for shipping. But I guess my bitch would be they have to ship it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if it's possible to intentionally seek out people that are within, hour or two drive of where you are,
Sure,
and
that's
then
about
ask them
45 minutes, yeah.
questions, make sure you're asking questions, and how are they raised, how are they finished, what do you shoot them up with, do you shoot them up with anything, all that kind of stuff. And if you are willing to put a little bit of fucking research and work into it, more often than not, you can find somebody by you, especially if it's somebody that's only got like a handful. They're doing it where it is sort of like off book or under the table. Like, that's always the best situation that you can get. A gray market is preferable in just about everything.
Well, I guess it just struck me as odd. But the price, even for the shipping, was not bad. Would you agree?
It's not terrible, no.
I mean, if I was purely a beef eater, I would go for a quarter or a half. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's gonna get a quarter cow gets your family, like a family of 4, 6 to 8 months.
That's what I'm
And
saying. Yeah.
and it's not like you're eating beef every day.
Right.
You're still augmenting, you're still doing other stuff.
Sure.
It's just you've got what the vast majority of people don't have, which is food security.
Sure. Now, I am from the horrible state of Pennsylvania, and I will say horrible, right? Originally. They had it was, they called it a meat market. It's called Sparkle Foods or Sparkle Meat Market, whatever. I don't know if you're familiar or not.
Yeah.
But
I still have family in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, then or they would know about it. Sure. My point is I'm from Pittsburgh originally.
Nobody's perfect.
No, I know. Trust me. I got out of there as soon as I fucking could. Anyway,
Is it true you get Hershey's chocolate after every meal?
only on Sundays.
Okay.
Depending on what part of Pittsburgh you go to, it's not the Hershey's Kisses, it's the Herpes Kisses.
No, that too, and the Allegheny whitefish and all that other stuff. And we won't go into the whitefish.
Okay.
And it is very absolutely fucking true about a whitefish that are always pop up in the locks. That's all I'm saying.
One fish, two fish, whitefish, bluefish.
Depends on if you're liberal or Republican. Anyway, moving on. Okay, dependent on the hair dye day. How's that? Okay. Yeah. So, anyway.
So we're going to draw a map of dietary food restrictions, allergies, and preferences, and have a sort of a political compass that fits over it.
Yes, absolutely.
So why is food being politicized?
I guess you don't know what an Allegheny whitefish is. Anyway,
Never been to Pittsburgh.
okay. I'm not.
No, but you're familiar with the jokes about Hennepin?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot like that. It's just color specific.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just color specific. Yes.
Yeah.
The point I'm making is they claim they get beef every day, right? And it's farm to butcher. But I've never seen them cut one motherfucking thing ever.
Yeah, shout out to the Mill Valley Market. I can go there and they can tell me the ranch that it came from, and everybody behind the butcher counter knows how to cut and what to cut. And yeah, those guys are fucking
Sure.
rad, dude. Rad.
Sure.
Single family owned and operated for a century.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Love that shit.
I mean, you know, whether it, how, I guess the question I have for you, Steve, and the panel anyway, is how do you know how do you really know where your beef or your pork or your fish is really coming?
Well, you definitely, it's very, very easy. Like, again, you can go and you can establish a handshake relationship with your rancher, or you can go to the supermarket and likely it's coming from Brazil or it's coming from somewhere in Central America where a number of various representatives of different cartels help get that across the border and into a processing center in northern Mexico that then gets shipped to Colorado or wherever it gets shipped to. But there are a ton of still hanging on by a fucking thread local markets that contract with local ranchers. There's you can go to any fucking farmers market anywhere in the country and you can meet and develop relationships with people who grow and produce the food that you may not be able to grow and produce. Maybe you live in an apartment, maybe you got a fucking a backyard that's got shitty exposure to sun, whatever it is.
Sure.
They're guaranteed you can do so much and the little steps every day to fire your fucking grocery store, to get
Sure.
big agriculture out of your refrigerator. It will initially look more expensive. In the long run, you're saving so much fucking money because when you eat real food, you're not constantly hungry. You don't
Sure.
have those fucking food crashes and cravings. You're not fucking putting a little diabetes monster into you or anything like that.
Sure.
Sure.
Health. It pays off on the
Well-
on the long term.
Well, I guess the optimum thing is to, and I don't disagree with anybody up here, is to raise and slaughter your own meat, grow your own vegetables and whatever else. Somebody in four wheels that don't have a diesel motor behind it, that would be hard for me to do. However, I grew up with gardens. Like I said, I grew up in rural Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah,
with-
and if you're not in a position where you can physically do that, but you have a couple of people you trust and a little bit of space in your yard, then
Oh,
you
sure.
can get a fucking, like little labor share situation going where it's your property, you're providing the space, they're providing the labor, and then you take a
Sure.
split of what's getting grown. That's fucking, like
Sure.
there's always ways around it, and there's always fucking dude. None of this shit has to be this way.
Right.
None of it. it's only because people will trade fucking any sort of liberty for any kind of perceived comfort that we're in this situation.
Oh, I don't
in the
disagree
fucking
with
first
that at
place.
all.
So
Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
I don't disagree.
there's
Yeah,
all
'cause like
kinds of
me-
shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, cause like me, I'm a small rancher. Don't really. I have a truck, but I ain't got no diesel. I don't have nothing to haul cattle off with. But I do know people that do have it, and I can be like, all right, I can give you this amount of meat as a payment for helping me get my cattle to the market or to the butcher and stuff like that. Or just companies that will pick them up. I know there's a sales barn that I use that will come to my house with a trailer. As long as I have them trapped, they will load them up, and they'll help me. So it's all about communicating, getting to know people. It took me a while just to start. Well, once people start helping me get my cattle back home, that's how I got to meet people. So, but it also was a blessing in disguise, so I can get to know my community and get a little help and understanding.
Did you come from a long line of cattle ranchers? How did you get into it?
No, once again, my mom, she's from a small town, but they didn't really grow animals out there. They did farms. My uncle had hogs, but other than that, no. I'm the first person that I know of to raise cattle. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably somebody in my family that raised cattle, but yeah, as far as all self-taught, still learning every day.
Yeah, man. What I've noticed is that even if there's like friendly competition amongst people that are at least doing like regenerative ranching and stuff like that, they're fucking dude, they'll talk your ear off about what works for them or what doesn't work for them all day, every day, and they're happy to fucking share information and what would be considered like trade secrets anywhere else. It really does. Like the people that are trying to do it right seem to really be fucking all on board with getting as many people as they can into that practice and sharing information as opposed to being total dicks about it.
Yeah, and like there's one thing I've learned, pretty sure y'all know about it, but like because I don't have a tractor and a trailer, like so in order to help grass grow out there in the field, I just lay hay out there and let the cattle eat that hay and then let that spread out, and then that covers the grass and the ground to help grass fertilize and all that stuff, and then that's my regenerative way until I can get a tractor and all that stuff. I refertilize it I allow the cattle to refertilize it, as I should say.
Oh yeah.
It works. Man. Can't complain.
It's the like, you know, what 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 years of animal husbandry. And just in the last 15 or 20 years, a couple of dorks have been like, no, I don't like people and I don't like animals. And I think all that farmland should be data centers. So we're going to fuck up, 100,000 years of human history just so we can fucking, I don't know, punish everybody that didn't blow us in high school or something like that. I don't really know where it stems from, but it sucks.
Yeah, and I agree because I live not that far from Abilene, Texas, and out there they just built a huge ass data center, acres and acres of land where they just built it. And I don't like it. I mean, yeah, it brings jobs to the area. Yes, happy, but on the other hand, I'm like, that could be used for something else.
Yep. All kinds of shit.
Data center jobs that they're already automating your replacement for. So you chose to go back to the farm, to nature, to cattle ranching without having a lineage of it. So you're having to figure these things out for yourself. That's been hard for you.
Yeah, but I also want to leave generational wealth to my kids. And to me, that's the best way.
Absolutely.
Back to the
So
farm, back to the
yeah,
land.
it's a learning process, and most of I've been doing it for since until I got in a relationship with my girl. I was doing it for the last 7.5 years all by myself while working full-time jobs and everything else. So it's been hard work. Even my neighbor told me the other day, he was like, I don't know how the hell you've been able to do it over the last few years by yourself, but yeah, you have. I'm like, yeah, trust me, I don't know. There's days I work 12 hours, get off of work, go work out in the field for about 6 hours, get maybe 3-4 hours of sleep and wake up and go straight to work and get ready to do another 12 hours.
It's because you love it.
Yes.
That's how you get up and go out and do it the next day, is because you know what you're working towards is that generational wealth, and it's worth it all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, that
Something
like
to
in
get
the
up and
morning.
smell the fresh air about and be happy.
Plus, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I go out there and work in the field, I feel like a one-on-one presence with God when I do it. I just feel his energy, his presence, the quietness, the birds singing, everything. I can just feel the energy rumbling through my body, and that just makes it even a lot more better.
That's beautiful. You know, I heard my dad grew up on a farm, and he told me the most beautiful thing that he ever saw growing up on the farm was they had an old outhouse up on top of a hill, and it was like a wooden homemade outhouse, and like there was no door on that thing. And he would sit out there and like drink his coffee, and then he'd sit out there and take a crap in the morning, watching the sun come up, and it was like the most beautiful thing that he ever saw. So I would suggest finding an outhouse, take the door off, put it out so you can overlook your properties, and give that a shot. Might be
I
worth
don't
it.
know if I want to build an outhouse and go shit outside.
You
Have enough
don't have
snakes
to.
already.
You
Don't want to do.
have
I hate snakes.
James
Don't
Worthy,
want to
you
be
don't.
trying to. Oh God! Instead of saying there's a snake in my boot, there's a snake in my outhouse.
Oh
Fuck it.
shit! You don't want snakes in your outhouse.
I put it in the private chat. I don't know if you can just check now, but I'm gonna put you in touch with Cole Bolton in Canyon, Texas. He got in on the ground floor with the beef initiative thing. He's gone from just having his ranch to opening a storefront, Hometown Meats in Canyon, Texas. Now he's building a processing center. He's gone through all of the legislative bullshit and stuff, like he's fought politicians. And my buddy is a dude named Texas Slim who started the beef initiative, and he went and fucking did the initial like handshake relationship with now like hundreds of ranchers all over the US. Now this dude Slim, he went from driving around in his truck all over the US trying to get people to fucking eat right and shut the fuck up about dumb shit, to he's in El Salvador and he's got his own ranch now.
Yeah, I put my business email in the back for you.
Got you. And the dude who's running the beef initiative now was just a fucking bro, a hood ass down to fucking just scrap motherfucker from Philly who like had a revelation about maybe not wanting to live life the way that he was, and now he's fucking, running a fucking multi-million-dollar company that connects people directly with ranchers all over the planet. Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, definitely give me some information, because I'm trying to build it up slowly but surely, but it takes time.
Right on. No, dude, it takes time. It takes marketing. Nobody wants to do that shit. Marketing sucks. Oh, it's fucking terrible. You feel like a fucking fake ass chump every time, and it's your shit, and you feel good about your shit. You love your, it's worth fucking bragging on, but you can't fucking do it because you feel like a disingenuous asshole. Yeah, dude, I get it. I understand.
And I hate social media, so let's add that on top.
Yeah. Dude, I only use Twitter to promote my show, my friend shows, and occasionally fucking retweet some random shit post that I think is funny. I don't engage with anybody on social media. If I do, I want to take a fucking bleach bath immediately. It's all designed to fucking bring you down and fucking lower your vibration and fucking steal your loosh and all that shit, dude. It sucks. I don't want to.
That's what she said. Slow your vibrations, bro.
Right? I don't know. Sometimes I like that.
That's abhorrent.
Yeah.
So do all of y'all have like a decent sized ranch?
No, man. I'm on the California coast currently. I would love to relocate. I can't speak for everybody, but
I used to
no,
play Farmville on Facebook.
I'm unfortunately kind of town living right now.
Harvest Moon.
Hey, Craig, maybe look at the chat real quick.
Yeah, I used to have goats. I got ducks now, but we live kind of in town, so we can't have a lot of stuff, and I don't have barely any property.
I'll check it later. I'm on my phone.
We're growing a little garden. We kind of had to cut back the last couple of years because we had a baby, so just way too much going on to plant and water regular. But
yeah, I've lived most of my adult life in the middle of nowhere and stuff like that. It's just past couple of years, very, very, very close to the city. But yeah, still like I can get under the redwoods immediately. I can get to the fucking ocean in 10, 15 minutes and stuff like that. Like I'm around nowhere. I just don't live in it currently.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy because now, since I am engaged now, I'm about to have my girl and her 2 kids. So now I got a little bit more farm help and stuff around the house. So it makes it a little bit more easy. I'm like, come on, yeah, get out there to the field.
Congratulations on all of that, man.
You know why he got married? He's got ranch hands now.
Yeah, that's a blessing. I ain't gonna lie, but that ain't the reason why I got married. Calm down. I did it for love.
Love of the extra set of hands.
That too. I ain't say no to that. Yeah. One man can only do so much.
Oh, Hercules.
Don't make me go Hercules on you.
it's definitely a blessing when they can cook too.
Yeah, wait a minute. Wait. Guess what this dumb motherfucker did the other night? And he was called out. I mean, like straight called out. We was on a panel over on Sarah's panel. This motherfucker is in his kitchen cooking. Guess what he just done did? He done put some raw ass chicken on the countertop. There was no cutting board. He didn't even wash his fucking hands. We watched him go from the
Hold on. First of all, no. You did not see me. I did wash my hands. Don't bring that shit up live. Say that. I wash my hands.
That's what
Don't
you
lie.
said. But the chat called him straight the fuck. I mean, like it was blast, bro.
And you know what?
Blast.
That's why my girl wants to cook. She don't want me to stay in the kitchen.
Straight
And
up
when she's at my
raw
house,
as-
she cooks.
straight up raw as chicken. And Sarah called him out. I mean, like straight blast.
I ain't got no shame.
That's how you
It's
build up
cook-
your immune
You're
system.
cooking it. You're cooking it.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Oh, I cleaned it up with some bleach."
Oh, I did not say bleach. You shut.
If you're hungry
I'm
enough,
gonna
you'll eat
roll
anything.
you off a hill.
So you gotta cook something before you're hungry. It's like you don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
time to wait for
Yeah,
us
like
to
a
cook.
rest up
Special
before bed,
services
too.
unit of the farm patrol to jack my ass out with the glorified Hoyer lift. Farm rescue, bitch.
No, the way I'm a busybody and my ADHD, so sometimes I forget to eat. I know that sounds crazy, but I do forget to eat. And so I have to. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I need to eat. So I start cooking and stuff, and I realize, oh, my stomach growling. And so
Mind you,
that's why.
Jem, he's on a panel fucking with people, but he's cooking some chicken.
Man's gotta eat. Man has to eat.
You gotta
Exactly.
multitask sometimes.
We understand.
What are we faulting a guy for multitasking?
No, we're following him for putting a raw ass chicken right up on his counter.
That's your allegation. I wasn't there.
Exactly. It could have been a white. It could have been a whiteboard on top of a white counter.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Until you told on yourself and said, I damn sure did put that chicken on the countertop.
Exactly, because I don't give a damn. And guess what? I don't get sick that much either. So who's complaining?
I'm
Maybe
not
the guy's
complaining.
got clean countertops, dude. What-
Thank you.
Are you basing this off of your fucking ratchet ass, dirty ass countertops, man? I mean, I don't. Not everybody's scraping last
Come
night's
on.
fucking meal off of their countertop every day,
Floors.
Maybe he knows
so
where the
clean
bird
you can
came
eat off
from,
of them.
too.
right?
Yeah.
Right. Also fair.
I don't get sick that much. Once,
It
maybe
wasn't fair.
once every 2 or 3 years. So
Yeah.
who's complaining now?
I didn't say. Listen, you damn lucky you ain't on Sarah's panel because it would come out. Oof. Nah.
You better get on the. You better get on the escalator before you talk to me. Rise up to my
Let me
level.
tell you something. I can ride down the escalator, bitch. Okay.
That's the only way you can
ride
get
down that
up.
fucking escalator.
It's not a flex.
No, I've done it.
Hey, if I gotta call Aladdin so he can show you the world on the rope. I mean, on the carpet. I will.
Oh, all right. All right. Wait till
Sarah G.
Wait till you get the next email. All right.
Oh,
I was
dude,
being
I'm gonna
nice.
write you a sternly worded letter.
Dear Mr. Crack Baby.
You look out, buddy.
Dear Mr. Crack Baby, call a farm rescue. You're gonna need it, bitch.
I have had it up to here.
Wait till I
Mr.
roll up.
Hey, if you wake up in your wheelchair, don't have no wheels, you know what happened.
Oh,
I'm my 20s, bro.
I'm gonna put your shit on blocks.
this is becoming an autonomous
I'll be
zone.
on Facebook Marketplace in like 15 minutes.
How you gonna put?
Gotta be like hubcaps in the 80s.
And just to be petty, he'll put it up there for free.
Bro,
You
don't
wanna
crash on my fucking
Get time
spinners.
off of it.
Don't crash on my spinners, Ben. Don't crash. Ben, I do got spinners. I ain't even gonna lie.
You need those.
Yeah, because
fucking-
every time you use those arms.
You need those fucking H-down swingers on them. That's what you
Hey,
need.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
You need those little the little things they put on the side of fancy old school cars, the curb scrapers, so you can know when you get too close.
See, I'm all about the double duty. If I was him, I'd have like a broom behind me. That way, I was always at least sweeping or doing something useful while I was wheeling around.
Fuck that. Put Dayton's on it. Fucking.
That is how you get around and use when his arms get tired. Sometimes you gotta use the broom to just
Right.
go like you rolling.
Yeah. Just start rolling along.
I keep telling that person, Pero, swim up, man. He just won't. He said pull up. I said swim over.
Oh, I can swim. Talking about me, I just realized they talking about me.
Yeah, well, the Three Stooges had to get DEI, so we got a black guy and a handicap.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's black?
We're not going to tell you who's who, though. You gotta
Marcus.
figure it out.
All right, I'm about to say I've been a white man for as long as I can remember. I have a skin disease called revitiligo. It's the opposite of what Michael Jackson had. Let the sound of a bitch.
Every year.
I noticed.
getting darker.
Hi, my name is Uncle Ruckus. No relation. And so yeah, I just want to be honest with y'all white folks. I am one of y'all.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
hiding my skin for as long as I can remember.
I
Yeah,
honor
white
your
man.
melanation, my brother.
Hold on, what melanation? This is the curse, not a melanation.
Oh fuck!
Oh, man. The
What kind of shit
Dude,
is
I-
this?
the Uncle Ruckus country album
That was my nickname in the Marine Corps too.
was Ruckus. All right.
Sorry, I just don't
Funny,
trust
my-
those black folks over there.
You should be should consider yourself privileged just to breathe the air that the white man's breathing.
I'm so much an Uncle Ruckus. that I live in a small ass town, less than 1,000 people, and the percentage of blackness is probably 0.2.
You realize the point of the head tax was taxing the air you were breathing, right? Remember how they used to play that head tax where if you lived in a certain city, you had to pay a head tax?
For use in the toilet?
No, it was for just living there.
Well,
That was
why
just
is it
like
so
taxing
dark?
the air you breathe. I mean, I'm surprised California hasn't done it yet. I mean, motherfucker.
I don't know. All the air I'm breathing right now is full of gasoline. There was smegma in my fucking fuel line. I cleared it out, but then it fucking went right in my mouth.
Ooh.
Horrible. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
You better tell Mrs. Bennington there was a lot of things in your mouth that you didn't want.
Oh, yeah, she knows.
Be careful.
That there was things in my mouth that I didn't want. I said she knows. It is not the first time I've got gasoline or diesel fuel or other things in my mouth.
Is your generator gasoline or diesel?
The little one I'm running off of right now is just little gasser. It's one of the little inverters.
Right.
Things are efficient as fuck. Like
How
2
long can you
gallons
go
a
on
day.
tank? How long can that thing run on a tank?
If depending on what you're doing, like I'm even powering a greenhouse right now.
Yeah, you were
And then
saying
the fridge, and it's only going like 10 hours right now, but without the greenhouse on there, it would go about 14.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
turn it off when you're done at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The greenhouse is sucking extra power though, that's for sure. But
yeah.
What do you do?
So you have an enclosed greenhouse?
Yeah, I just built a little you can kind of see it behind me. It's all lit up. And I just used the awning of my house and took cattle panels, the 16-foot cattle panels, and just made like a half dome. So it's coming right off my roof right over to there. And then that way, because I've got, I'm just on an extension cord. Like it's a good 12 gauge extension cord, like the $300 one, but it's still just a fucking extension cord. And so I've only got 3 plugins right here. And I got a power strip doing the computer and the TV, and then one going to the refrigerator, and then one going to the greenhouse now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get my garden going back up. I know my girl said she wants to start one, so once they officially get moved in next month, we can start within the next few months. We can get that started.
Do you know, Ben, you could probably turn that fucking light off and the greenhouse will just illuminate you like you're in a fucking
It actually
studio.
does. It just doesn't it gets me personally, but it doesn't get the rest of the house.
Oh,
This thing gets most of the house. Actually, we got one other flashlight. We go over there. We live by these fucking things with the DeWalt fucking flex batteries.
Yeah, yeah.
See how immediately the whole background went dark. It's just right where I'm sitting that actually does work fine for.
Honestly, I thought it was still daylight there, and I looked down at the clock on my computer. There's no fucking way it's still daylight there.
No, I'm trying to keep my plants out of bloom cycle.
Yeah.
So I've got them on light until 9:30. So I've got them on 13 and a half hours right now. And then when they're about 13 hours, 13 and a half, I'm going to take them out and get them out in the field and plant them.
Yeah, yeah. I just watched the video with the scorpions, and then I remember what actually happened with that, and I started laughing, Ben, with Christy doing that.
Oh, yeah, the scorpion in the shower?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
she was, dude, I was sitting here and I was sitting here and all of a sudden she's like, there's a scorpion in the shower. Like, and she's in the shower. She had shampoo in her hair and everything, so she couldn't really see well. And I had to run in there and get this fucking scorpion out of the shower. He was just, he wanted to take a shower too. They don't get that often to do that.
They crawl in, but they don't crawl out.
My wife would crash through the fucking shower doors if something like that would be in there.
Does your wife drive a Subaru?
No, she doesn't drive at all.
Oh, I'll be right back, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
That's right. Make farmsteading sexy again.
We got a Subaru commercial we can look at.
Oh yeah.
A Subaru?
Subaru.
Is it starring Greg Bavino?
Not yet. I mean, you've got the connection. You could talk
I
to him.
guess so.
So we're working
Oh
on
my
a
God,
deal with
that's what,
Subaru here.
in the 80s.
Yeah, they're gonna sing a little song here, honor some Subaru drivers.
Subaru, Kelly Blue Book's most trusted brand.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Fuck. All the check engine lights are on. The Subarus, I actually looked at one when we moved out here for my mom. My mom got me or wanted me to get her a car. And I thought about a Subaru just to have the 4-wheel drive and the little bit of clearance. And those things, the engines blow up at 200,000 consistently.
Not unless you get an old one.
Christy had one when her and I got together, and I don't think that thing made it 6 weeks.
Oh my God.
Engine straight locked right up.
So you serviced a lot of Subarus back in the day?
No, the Subaru wasn't a big thing when I was a mechanic. Not in the Midwest, anyways. Yeah.
Well,
All the kids in my
like,
high school had them back in the 90s. They get them from old
grocery
ladies,
getter?
you know, like in 1986, 1987.
Okay.
One buddy had a
Yeah.
1978, and they'd jack them up a little bit, and they were pretty awesome off road.
When
For
I was
high
in-
school kids.
when I was in high school, they were Hondas. And do you remember the old Honda Civic CRXs, 2-seaters?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I had
We would
one.
shove 5 fucking people in that motherfucker. And we would drive down the road. It was fucking hilarious. And you know, back then we were 120 pound fucking lightweights. So you just start stacking people, including on the driver's seat and the driver.
As long as you could still pass the bong,
hilarious.
good to go.
They were doing that too.
The hardest part about fitting 8 people into a Honda CRX is figuring out where you're going to put the 5-foot bong. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Hold the wheel.
Yeah, in the Midwest, when I was in high school, that was when the Grand Prix, every dickhead kid that fucking his parents bought him a car got a Grand Prix back then.
Those
Oh,
things were
yeah.
fast as fuck too,
Pronounce
man.
it pricks.
Yeah.
The fucking like 92
Pricks for
to
pricks.
94 Pontiac Grand
Yep.
Prix, those things were fucking fast, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, off the fucking rip, those things could jump. I had a friend that had one. I had a fucking shitbox Pontiac Sunbird. That was my car.
Oh,
Nice, a Sunbird.
Yeah.
I had an F-150.
yeah.
Very-
The only car that I ever did own was a Honda Civic CRX, and I've had pickup trucks ever since. I mean, I've never actually had a little car ever.
Yeah, no Z28 for me. I've pretty much my entire life had pickups or big large SUVs like Suburbans and shit.
My wife said she wants a Dodge Charger. I said, "Who's going to drive it?" Well, you.
No, the black guy that steals it. That's who's gonna.
Yeah.
Who's going to insure it?
To somebody that doesn't have a driver's license, no.
And shit, with the way fuel's going, we're all going to be driving goddamn Priuses and Geo Metros.
No, we're gonna have to start buying fucking Teslas.
No,
No.
not if everybody says no. You just got to say no.
No
You don't
Teslas.
have to do it. Yeah,
My ass is building a gasifier. I'm gonna be fucking
Yeah.
hauling around a fucking load of wood with me all the time while I'm fucking driving.
Gasifier,
I think
baby.
you're gonna be building a lot of gasifiers for a lot of fucking people.
Dude, Dude, over $8 for fucking diesel fuel at this point in fucking town.
Really?
Yeah.
We are at 698. Ben.
Yeah, freaking just retarded. Like, you know, and when I said the other day it cost me $75 to go to town and back, $8 a gallon times 7 gallons is $72. So that was only really 7 fucking gallons of fuel. It's not even that much fuel. We wouldn't fucking
7 times 8 is 56.
Or 56, yeah. 9 times 8 is 72. So it's only 9
Alchemist,
gallons
not
of fuel.
math magician.
Yeah.
Not math magician.
You know what? I just said I just was chucking a bunch of gas. I'm still sitting here breathing the fumes.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
You're
My head
about,
like,
you're about 2 more. You're about 2 more hits away from making a Ween album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It got me good. I cleared that freaking no fuel was coming out at all because that's why it took me so long. I took the carb off and everything and I got the line off and nothing came out. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. And then I blew into it and then it just immediately was like splash because I had just filled up the tank before the show. So fucking it was nice and full. So it got me good. Ugh.
This is unrelated to anything that we're talking about. It's just funny, and I like Dave Landau. So.
Oh, Columbus. How are you? Good. I'm from Michigan. I know you hate it. Yeah, it's fine. I get it. It's football, college football, because I was so into college. I went to high school for 5 years. There was no chance of me playing football. Well, just my body was the reason there was no chance of me playing football. I played for 1 game. That was it. 1 game. I played in high school. I got tackled, and I was like, this sucks. I lit up a Newport, and I walked home. I was 14. And my dad goes, you quit already? And I was like, yeah, I'm done. That hurt. Like, I'll golf. People don't do that when I golf. And I can drive a car drunk and high. That's a way better sport. You can play football drunk, but it's not fun, especially when it's 2-hand touch with your uncle and it's a repressed memory. And there's no football.
Dave Landau.
That sounds like right after I got my surgery, like 2 years ago. They gave me ketamine. I was talking to porta potties, bro. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I know a guy who was standing in the courtyard of a Motel 6 in Bloomington, Indiana, waiting for the mothership to land after intense conversation with Jesus in the sink of the bathroom at the Motel 6 off of some ketamine.
That is the place to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So they said after your surgery, we're going to give you a medication and you will not feel pain because you will have a lot, right? I mean, they basically gave me a C-section of my colon, right? I said, whatever. They didn't tell me it was fucking ketamine because I would have told them, are you fucking stupid? No.
What do you have against ketamine?
No. After the effects that my wife was looking at me like we're not in Illinois. I was in Illinois, but I wasn't. I was in Central Florida.
Yeah.
And I was grabbing my pee and flying it back to Florida. That is exactly what I told my wife I was doing.
All right.
And I was having a conversation with one of those Versa modes. It was my brother. I was seeing my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to it. And he was talking back.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay. So still waiting for a downside.
That's no problem, Crack Baby. You can come back in, brother. We knew you were at work. We appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. Still waiting for a downside to any of that.
Yeah. Do you have any more?
That sounds fucking awesome so far.
Well, I then I pulled my Foley catheter out.
Oh.
Okay,
we-
well, yeah. So
good.
you're an idiot, but don't blame ketamine.
We know about the cowboy captor situation. It's all good.
Yeah.
No, I did. I pulled it out appropriately on ketamine. The nurses looked at my wife and say, "How does he know how to do that?" Then the doctors came in, and I don't remember because after that they gave me a shot of something, and I was fucking cooked.
You gave your ass some fucking Dilaudid, calmed you
gave me
down a little
something.
bit. Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what.
No, I mean, other than operator error, I'm still failing to see the downside of that. I have seen downsides to ketamine. I have. There was a period of time in the late 90s in Bloomington, Indiana, in the winter where you would just see cars off the side of the road everywhere because the people driving them were in a K-hole. and they fucking, they got high at somebody's house and they did the let's roll the dice and see if I can make it home before it kicks in too hard kind of thing. And
Always
they
a fun game.
Yeah, did not pass that particular mission. Did not.
They just hit them.
You can't win at Russian roulette every time.
Right. Right.
Well,
no, not the Kardashian hole, Shaney. See, with ketamine, that's available to almost everybody. The Kardashian holes, you kind of have to be an NBA player.
Oh,
Like Kanye or
that is true. That is so true.
Pete Davidson. Yeah.
You don't have enough money. You don't have enough money for the Kardashian. hole.
Right. It's not that it's an unattainable.
Well, what's
hole. It's just
that
very
guy's
expensive.
deal got to be? Like, you're a hot chick and you get passed around Hollywood and you're like the Hollywood toy. What's the dude that gets passed around like the Hollywood toy to the Hollywood toys? Like, what's
I think that's Corey Feldman.
Oh shit, that poor guy.
It used to be Timo John Stamos. Oh, that's right. He's in New York.
Shut up.
Oh God.
The Cinnamon Angels weren't around then to save Corey Feldman, but thankfully we've discovered the Cinnamon Angels are real.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Cinnamon
fly,
Angels
fly,
are
they
real.
fly away.
Yeah, we've
Charlie-
discovered it's a real thing.
Do you remember Charlie Sheen?
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
He's
That was
kind of a shiny
the
guy,
the
kind of
token
well-polished.
Hollywood star that's been passed around Hollywood a lot.
I mean, from
Yeah.
what I heard, he was doing the pushing. He wasn't doing the receiving.
Oh, whatever. He was still the Hollywood O.
Does he know the Cinnamon Angels? Fly,
Right?
fly away.
We've discovered
Graduate to Puff Daddy. Oof,
Oh,
dude. My daughter was this close to my ex-wife had my daughter just about in that whole world, and my daughter, she just loves me for it, but at the time hated me, and because I flipped out when she was at the Nationals for the Little Miss of America, the Miss America for under 18. And they were doing weird shit with the kids already. And I stood right in that room full of people, said, anybody touch my fucking daughter, I will beat you to death. and I wasn't this calm when I said it. I was a little heated.
Ted Allen.
Yes, we have.
Why
the
is
Cinnamon
Harlan
Angels.
Williams on a podcast with the two
Yeah,
Canadians
'cause-
that were telling us about the MMIW WKRP?
Well,
Elemental-
Harwin has a charity that he was talking about, the Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and the news story here, Gemsworthy located a clip, and I located another clip, and we discovered that the Cinnamon Angels actually do fly away, and they are a real thing. So we have evidence of the Cinnamon Angels flying away.
Janie says it was Spielberg that Feldman was covering for when he told on Feldman on Charlie, which
Could be.
Yeah.
shocked me.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be shocked to see the Cinnamon Angels are real.
Yeah,
By the way.
Bennington.
yeah, you can look it up on Google.
So here is the reveal of the real Cinnamon Angels.
Wow.
Aye.
Can I drop a little thing about my charity?
So
I
you're
have
there.
Yeah, for
Hollywood
sure.
as a charity.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, this is
The video of the Cinnamon Angels.
tough to talk about, but it's about a allergy. It's called Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children that have cinnamon allergies. And
That's why they keep
all
them
the money
sealed
goes
tight.
to. Okay, well,
Dude's about to bust a fucking gut.
no worries. No,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
thank you. So, Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children with cinnamon allergies.
Here's the angel.
So just say the PO box thing again.
So it's Cinnamon
my
Angels Fly Away.
It's easier,
So-
and she's an angel.
Yes.
It's a ridiculous name. Cinnamon Angels Fly Away.
I'll tell
What
you
does
how
that
this.
even fucking mean?
I'll
What
tell
does
you
that mean?
how
Yeah, tell
this
me how that.
started.
Yeah, tell me how. Why the fly away? Tell me how
I'm
that.
getting a little mad here, but
I'm so
I was at LAX at the airport, and they have a Cinnabon, the Cinnabon thing, and his mother was walking along with her child, and you know how you can smell those Cinnabons in the airport, and this kid collapsed on the ground right in front of Cinnabon and was convulsing and fucking having a seizure. And I was like, I'll be goddamned if I ever have that happen on my watch. So I started Cinnamon Angels
It's another video of them.
Away. You know,
No,
wow.
man, I don't know.
So
There are so many videos of these
Really?
cinnamon
Fly away
angels
doesn't
flying away.
Is it an airport?
yeah,
Oh, that's not why I didn't know.
and when they die, they fly away on a cloud of cinnamon.
And a crowd of cinnamon.
Check
That
that
looks
out.
like a kid having a Tourette.
How do you No.
You would not
Get
think
him
the
off.
angels would have to make their legs that much and wings and all.
Two cinnamons? One cinnamon girls.
You would assume the
Cinnamon
wings
angels
would be more.
Fly away. Yeah, all right, go check that out. Yeah. Any other charity? Good.
It's a good charity.
Speaking of charities and nonprofits, look up Save the Shrimp.
I think I know that one.
Oh, I know all the fuck about it now.
Did you find the man in the rowboat?
No, there's a guy that goes around on does some of the debate panels, and he's actually part of some Save the Shrimp fucking movement.
Save
This
the
shit is
shrimp.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, no way. Not real shrimp.
I'll bring the proof. Hold on.
Hey,
Okay.
dude,
Listen.
and what more proof do you need that there are people that are out there sticking up for bottom feeders than like the average OnlyFans horror subscriber count?
Yeah,
You
that is
know?
true.
It's
Hey, that pussy takes my kids to Disneyland.
we're fucking
Disneyland.
Man.
hey, Spin, I need you to watch 2 films over the next week. I need you to watch the film Jones Plantation, and I need you to watch the film Barnum World. Okay? I don't usually assign homework. You are, of course, under no obligation to follow up. You can ignore me, but I think it would be beneficial if you watched Jones Plantation and Barnum World. Not because my friend made them. He wasn't my friend at the time that they shot Jones Plantation, at any rate. But it's one of those movies. In fact, the entire Raging Tomato community